Hey fellas, it's 265 Chevy here. I think it's Monday, July 15th. Alright, this is what I'm doing. I already did it. I forgot to film it, but sorry, but I can go over it. I took the valve covers off and I pre-oiled the motor. Now, I actually changed it up a little bit. You see the plastic tube which goes into where the oil filter is, if you can see that, and made a plastic tube with a cutoff right there, and then it goes into the black hose, and then the black hose goes into the pre-oiler. And the reason why I put the white tube is because I wanted to see where the end of the oil is, so I just don't shoot all the oil out of all the galleys that I just put in that I filled up. So that way I could see the last of the oil before I shoot air all in it, so I can cut the system off. Which, you know, like I said, I just put the valve covers back on, torqued them all down to 89 inch-pounds. And all the oil got up to the top of the valve train, so that's good to go. I put driven break-in oil, put this oil in. That's what I'm going to break in the cam with and everything. Should be good to go with that when I get to that point. So at least I know that all the oil got up to the top of the valve train, so that's a good thing. So one of my YouTube subscribers, I can't remember his name now, he left a message, I mean not a message, but something, a comment. He didn't understand why I was pre-oiling and everything. Well, just like he has a small block, I think he's going to go with a small block Chevy in this Camaro. So what he's going to do, he's actually going to take a distributor or oil primer tool, or you can use an old distributor and do it the same way. And he's going to put it in the back of the block. He's going to turn it with a drill. And it's going to pump up all the oil in the galleys and put it all in the around the cam bearings and the rod bearings. Now, at the same time, you got to turn the crank so all the lifters and all the push rods and everything will get oil to it, and all the cam bearings and all the crankshaft bearings will get oil. So you got to turn the crank while you're doing this, so that'll happen. And I'm pretty sure you got to do the same thing with a small block Chevy, which he has. Now with this motor, it's it don't have a distributor. So in the back where the distributor normally would go, it has I think it's a knockout sensor, a knock sensor back there, just like the LS motors. And so they don't have a distributor to do it. So this might be overkill, fellas. I don't know. I'm not no mechanic. I'm not, I'm just doing what I think that needs to be done. Am I spending a little bit extra money than maybe when I need to spend? Possibly so, because I saw other comments that, they just start up the motor and go with it. Well, I always heard it's always better to pre-oil the motor before you fire it up. So, and that's what I did, so it's good to go. So when I do get to that point, I'll probably, at least I know that all the oil got up to the top of the valve train and it ain't going to start off dry. They got oil on it. So, so that's the reason why I did it. So, I mean, I have to, it really wasn't that hard. It was harder to try to make sure that these white tubes don't leak air, so because there's only I think 1/4-inch tubes, and the called a hose, call those darn things right there. You know, the hose clamps. There you go. I'll come up with it. The hose clamps only went down to a quarter, so it was a little pain in the butt, but I got it. So that's done. So next thing I'm going to do is put the EGR valve tube back on, which is this, which I had to take off to, you know, clearance all that stuff so I have room to work. So I took that off. I'll put that back on. I'll run the wires, these wires around the motor the way it's supposed to go, and I'll hook up whatever needs to be hooked up at this point. Hook up whatever goes to the transmission and to the bottom of the thing. And I saw one little bit of spot of oil underneath. I'm going to have to figure out where that's coming from, and cleaned it up. So I am going to pressurize the system. I do have a little bit more oil left in the thing. So I'll pressurize the system one more time, let the rest of the oil go in it, and I wiped it all down because the oil might have just dripped from the rocker arms, which is probably that's what happened, which, you know, cleaned everything up. So I should see if there's any spots after that. If there's no spots, that means there's no leaks because everything was pressurized, which is good. I can't say that after it's running for a little while since the motor's sat up for so long, but hopefully, cross my fingers that it all sealed up and it's all good to go. But I just wanted to make this video. This is what I'm doing today, and then after the day I'll put my body to a workout and start bringing some of the parts from upstairs in the attic, bring them down, start cleaning them up, painting them up, and start putting them back on the motor. And as I go, try to look at some books and find out, because I really don't remember exactly how I took it apart. I kind of have an idea how it goes back together, but it should go back together in a sequence so you don't have to take something off that you already put back on. So I took the spark plugs out. I'll put them back in just to seal up the motor again while it sits overnight. You know, I don't know if I have time to fool with it tomorrow, but I will try. And that's it. You know, I'll probably start from the top, work my way out, and then start bolting so I can stand right here so I can work all on the top of the motor and get to back there because it's a little cramped back there. But that's my game plan. That's how I'm looking at this. And then bring the radiator to the radiator shop, let them throw it in a ball tank, and have that getting done. And my air conditioner coil, I don't know if that can be balled out or not. I think it's still good, but it's been sitting out for many years, so I don't know if I need to buy a new one of that. I'll talk to the radiator shop about that, which I don't know if you know, they get contaminated and stuff like that. Let's see if one of you guys know. But that's about it. And I gotta take the you know, that's just a fitting going into the oil thing. So I gotta take that out and put the oil sending unit back in. And that's about it. Sorry about the shaky cam. But I just wanted to make a quick video just to let y'all know what's going on. So the oil priming was a success. My oil filler was a failure, but this is a success. So one step back and, you know, a couple of steps forward. So we'll go from here. Later, fellas. Bye.